I do, but it's outside.
My baby's not. He's running like I am.
I think that's appropriate. And anyone in here that would like to say a few words about any type of issue that you might have on your mind, please do. Or maybe you're a part of an organization, you want to talk about your upcoming meetings or events, that's great. This is a Tea Party affiliate group. We're not an official Tea Party organization, the Lunch Bunch isn't. It's a networking. And I appreciate everyone for coming. Next week I'm going to bring flyers for you to take to your businesses, to your churches, and pass out to your friends and neighbors. And that's what grassroots is. Telling everyone you know about a meeting like this so we can get our message out to them, so we can take back our country in November.
Take a penny and put it on a piece of paper and double it every day and see what you got in 30 days. I can assure you, if I told you I was going to give you $100,000 or a penny and double it every day for 30 days, you take the $100,000, but you better do the math on it. Power is in numbers. Keep doing what you're doing. This is about y'all. This is about America. I appreciate your time. And check out my life. Check out every life. July the 20th, vote for the best person that can do what you need in Washington, the right man for the right time. And if it be somebody besides me, more power to you, and God bless you, because that's what we got to do. Thank you. My family taught me to work hard, have a good attitude, and be honest. And I became a conservative. Jeremy can tell you the same thing. If I go all over this district to every Republican Party in the 15 counties, they knew who they were going to vote for a year and a half ago. Jim can tell you what I'm telling you is the truth. They picked them a candidate a year and a half ago before they even knew who was in the race. That's what's wrong, folks. Pick a Jeremy Jones or a Steve Tarvin or a Tom Graves or somebody that's in mainstream politics. But our Republican parties in our counties are so out of touch with reality. They picked a candidate before, but Jeremy's been in it from the beginning. They picked their candidate based on who their representatives supported and who their senators supported. Folks, take this country back.
About this just for a second. 1773 and 1776, we were on the precipice of becoming a free and independent nation. But we couldn't do it alone. So God gave us Thomas Jefferson to write the Declaration of Independence. And several years later, in 1787, the Federation was falling apart because they couldn't get anything done. They didn't have a centralized government, so they needed one. So God gave us James Madison, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, and we got the Constitution by which our federal government is supposed to abide by. And they have not done a very good job. Then we went a little bit longer, and then in around 1860, we had a serious problem in our country. We had people who weren't being treated fairly and equally. God gave us Abraham Lincoln, and the Republican Party was born, so that all men were created equal. Then in the 1940s, the world was on the precipice of a major disaster. Had imperialism coming across the nation, across the world. God gave us Roosevelt. He wasn't the best president in the world, but he did one thing right, and he did it very right. He told the generals, Eisenhower and Patton, do what you got to do, but win this war, and win it for the world. And in 38 months, we destroyed the world and started building it back up. America did. Here we are in 2010. And it is almost undebatable that we're at the point in time that socialism is the closest it's ever come to taking over this country. We look around, and when a loved one dies, an earthquake in Haiti comes, it's human for us to ask ourselves, why did God allow that? So I look around and I say, well, what has God given us to do this? Given us Nancy Pelosi? Harry Reid? Obama? I mean, is this a joke from God? But the answer is in this room. God gave us you. He gave us this Tea Party movement. He gave us the biggest uprising since the original Tea Party in 1773 of the American people waking up and putting a backbone behind what their government is doing to them. Our current battle is not terrorism, though it's still out there. Our current battle is the collapse of our economic system, which will be the collapse of our freedom.